So I'm curious, when did you first realize you had this gift or calling and what helped you take it seriously? I'm curious to see if the calling I think you have and the calling you think you have are the same.
I am too. That's intriguing. Um, so it's a really interesting journey. So when I was 25-ish, um, I had my master's in counseling. I decided about I was an internship and a test away from being a licensed professional counselor and decided I did not want to work in mental health. And so I gave that up, went and worked in higher education. And so I was an academic advisor for quite some time. And I wasn't loving my job. And I was looking for a rescue, I think. And so I was applying for all kinds of different positions. I worked in campus ministry when I was in college. And so I went to apply with InterVarsity Campus Ministry, went to one of their camps in Texas to like meet and the counselors and the workers and see if that's something I wanted to pursue, being working for them in campus ministry. And one of the teachings that they did for these college students was the story of Barnabas and Paul. And I remember sitting there thinking, I'm a Barnabas. I'm a come alongside people person. I was not in a church that talked about spiritual gifts at that time. But I remember like the Lord depositing into me, like, you are an encourager, you're a Barnabas. And so fast forward, they send me a letter that says you're not a good fit. And I am like ripping up a letter in my kitchen. I wasn't married. And I was so heartbroken because I really wanted rescue from my job. I think more than I really wanted to be in campus ministry. But the Lord used that like dashed dream to deposit in me the gift he had given me. Then fast forward a few more years, became involved in a church that was very much Word and Holy Spirit and learned about spiritual gifts. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I have a spiritual gift of encouragement, discernment, giving, hospitality. And then, and so those kind of have been like the bedrock of giftings and how I've operated and known that those are my giftings. And then I think, you kind of like, those are your giftings, but then you're still trying to put a round peg in a square opening. And I kept doing that over and over and over again through at this point, let's see, I got married late. I was 36 when I got married. We had kids at 39. Um, and so through like infertility and foster care and leaving a job and all of those things, being a stay-at-home mom, a side hustle that I did for a long time, I realized that like I was trying to make jobs fit my giftings instead of my giftings work in my jobs, if that makes sense. And
Uh-huh.
so it honestly, like all the pieces really fell into place about a year ago, honestly, a year and a half ago. Like this idea that I can use my gifts no matter the season, that they don't have to look a certain way.